Alright, making coffee. There's the coffee pot. There's the coffee. There's the coffee measure. Where is it? 1/4 cup. Wolfgang Puck made these, you know that? With his own hands. Oh, these coffee filter. They don't fit this crunky little machine. Ugh. What can you guys see back there? Oh, okay, I don't think you can see anything bad. There's one. I should make this with less coffee because this is not the same as the other pot I had, the other machine. Definitely smaller carafe. I should have measured that better. All right, I don't know. Get the binder clip, the dirty binder clip. Oh, it's really strong though. Okay, coffee is sealed. Hey, Nate. No, nothing new. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I need to finish emptying this place downstairs. How much water do you put in here now? I'm going up there now. Still haven't figured out how much water this thing will take. Someone. Close the lid. Flip the switch. Coffee. Okay, I need something to eat now. Should I have chili? I have chili. What is that? Oh, those are those things. I have all this food in here that I'm not eating enough of. Why is there an empty plate? An empty plate in the fridge. I guess it wanted to be cold, right? I think chili. I think I'm gonna have some chili. Since I have chili. I gotta figure out how to heat it up again. Where's the bowl? This is too much chili to eat in one sitting. So you come on, open up. Oh. Vacuum sealed. Chili. All right. What is all this? I don't know what's going on. This table's a disaster. I obviously didn't. Gotta get all this junk off this table. Where's Bandit? Bandit was just here. Where'd you go? He's on his new favorite cushion. I brought a blue cushion upstairs. Am I voting? Why wouldn't I be voting? If I didn't vote, I think my father would come back from the grave and smack me. Being the politician that he was, the believer in democracy that he was. I've actually been hoping to maybe go downtown and vote early. No, I do not know who that is. All right. Chili for breakfast. What am I doing? I don't know. So, I'm not awake. No, but George's father on Seinfeld said it all the time. Ha 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 ha. Serenity now! If you don't know who George's father on Seinfeld is, you better go watch some YouTube. What is that? I guess that's a piece of a hamburger. I got some ribs in here too. Where are they at? I wish I had, I don't know what else. I wish I had something else. I don't know what. I don't know what else. There's something else to eat. I don't know what. I'm gonna have a little potato salad with the chili. Potato salad. Just because I can. This table is a disaster. Nobody's cleaning house here, obviously. Oh, my head hurts. I need sugar. We can preload the coffee mug with sugar. There's no eggs. That means I'd have to actually cook. Don't you know? Reheating is the American way. Just reheat. I think I'm a lot of sugar. Okay, we gotta fill the sugar bowl up. Yeah, eggs would go good with chili. Where's the sugar? There's the sugar. Organic, fair trade, cane sugar. Nate, that's really honestly one of the most ignorant questions I've ever heard. Honestly. That's a pretty lame question, Nate. How many other countries have female heads of state? Quite a few. That's a lame question, Nate. And I hope it doesn't tell of your thoughts about women. Come on now. Do you want the Balkans to ever show up here and give us the keys to the warp engine or not? And let us join the company of interstellar travel? Because with those kinds of attitudes, they're never showing up. Hey, Linda. All right, that's enough sugar in the sugar bowl. I filled it way too full the first time I did it. I mean, you know, New Zealand is run by a woman. There's a bunch of countries. Was it Denmark or Sweden or Norway or maybe all three of them? I don't know. There's a few people out there. Yeah. Let's go check on Sir Bandit. On his new plushy cushion, his plushy velour cushion. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. What are you doing? You're like a king on this thing. Look at that. Pretty teal blue. Ooh, yeah. What are we facing? We're facing a lunatic, deranged, criminal grifter. That's what we're facing. A never-ending lying freak. Lying. And then you got his new freak buddy who likes to jump. And he says, we can't trust voting machines, but he sells cars that will drive themselves. So which computer do you trust? The one driving your car? Or do you trust the voting machines and the people that run the voting process? What the frick? I've seen his cars drive the wrong way, so yeah. What am I doing? Oh, I got more coffee out of the pot now. I keep adding water to see how much I can get out of this thing. Because it's not the same size as the other pot, I guarantee it. Either that or it's deceptive math. All right, we can now heat the chili up. Oh, I gotta cover the chili or it's gonna splatter all over the microwave, right? Okay, pouring the first cup. Ooh, that's very full. It's very full. Now pour it over the sink. Oop, I didn't. Oh, spilled. It's dripping. Maybe if I lift that up. Maybe if I, because it was so full, maybe if I lifted the lid up, it wouldn't have spilled. It dribbled. Alright, wipe it off. Alright. Is that right? Is that right? Oh, there's coffee on the... Oop. Oh, that's hot. It's hot. Get the coffee out of there. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, put the coffee pot back. Oh, this is a weird coffee pot. You gotta have two hands to do like anything. Just doesn't want to. So weird. So weird. It's pretty nice out, but it's chilly. Did I say chilly? Oh, there's chilly over there. Pretty nice out, but it's 54 degrees. All right, so you're blaming the prices of things on the office of the president? Okay, that's a fail, Nate. How are you blaming the prices of anything on the office of the president? Okay, have you done any reading or research? Can you buy a half gallon of orange juice anymore? No. Why? That's not the president. That's General Foods or the big old orange juice company just cranking the price up and squeezing the size of the product down. That's called greed. Can you buy a half gallon of ice cream? Rarely. They do not have a lot to do with it. Do some real research, Nate. Would somebody find some things, or do I have to do this? Do some real research. Go watch Robert Reich. Watch his lessons on inflation and other things. Why is rent going up? That's landlords. That has nothing to do with the office of the president. That's landlords just raising the prices. Come on, come on. Chili. You gotta stir the chili, or is it hot enough? Pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Oh, I have cream cheese. I have scissors. I don't have coffee. Where's the cream? Cream, coffee, so I don't offend anyone. I'll even use a fork for the potato salad instead of putting the messy red chili spoon into the potato salad. When Trump was in office, we had COVID. Everybody was sitting in their house. The country was dead. It does not speak for itself, Nate. Come on, come on, come on. Do some reading. Do some real research. Don't watch stuff. Have you ever watched a lot of Robert Reich or no? Professor Reich? Sour cream in a tube. Do I need sour cream? No. But I have sour cream, so I'm going to use it. It tastes so good. This is good sour cream. Nate, you need to do some better research. You're watching the wrong stuff. So you're going to vote for a grifting, lying, absolutely lying bum of a human being who's done nothing. The only thing he got really done, he didn't build a wall. He didn't get Mexico to pay for a wall. He didn't stop the border. He didn't allow the border bill to be passed a few months ago because why? Because he's a greedy bastard. What did he get passed? Lower taxes for the rich. That's it. That's it. Coffee. First sip of coffee. Hey, Putty Cat. Well, that's good. Chili for breakfast. Hello there, Rajan. Where is that other thing? Where is that? Oh, I gotta turn that? Daniel. How do I edit? Rotate, save, done. There's Bandit on his pretty new puffy cushion. So you want to vote in a guy who wants to take away people's rights? That's your answer? Come on now. Apple. You want to vote for a guy who likes to kick down all kinds of groups of people? How is that an answer? You want to vote a guy in who thinks January 6th attack on the Capitol was a beautiful day? Thank you, unknown. Which one, Linda? I don't watch him that much. With who?
That he and others have not played a significant role there. We know that there's 1.7 million jobs that will be lost. Let me say that again, 1.7 million jobs lost. So that tells me right there that you are not an economic genius. So we know with Project 2025, which is linked to Trump, let's not fool ourselves that he and others have not played a significant role there. We know that there's 1.7 million jobs that will be lost. Let me say that again, 1.7 million jobs lost. So that tells me right there that you are not an economic genius, that we are going to actually lose the new jobs that are being created in this clean energy space. The other part that's important is that you always hear people talking about my energy bills are too high. We know from studies that it's shown that about $32 billion in increases will be a part of our energy bills if we allow Project 2025 to move forward. So all of that Trump has to carry. You can't get away from. So we know with Project 2025, which is.
Right, Nate. And where's the stock market? Way higher than it ever was when Trump was in office. Well, I think you need to do some better research, dude. President does not. Here, if you haven't watched Mr. Global, you need to watch Mr. Global a little about energy, first of all, okay? Let's see here. I should have saved these things instead of having to go find it. Let's see here. What is that? All right, here's a good one on Letitia. Hello. I dated a woman named Letitia once, a long time ago. Oh, yes, Golda Meir, Linda. There's another woman leader, yes. Shout out, please. Come on,
now it's 3:07. So
this is 9 months ago, this video, okay? So watch Mr. Global a little here. Let's see where I can, can I set this? I need 2 tripods. I have any decent way to do this. Look at this. I have no way to, what is with all these binders? That one, I know those are junk. I need to get rid of them. Too much stuff. I have too much junk around this place. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Will that work? Yeah, but how does that phone stand there? I have no idea. What's going to hold that phone up? Maybe the roll of tape. Mr. Global, 9 months ago.
response to my video where I addressed Donald Trump saying he would have gas at $2 on a national average if he becomes president again. Jago here says, can you explain how we will lose refineries? Because in that video, I stated that if that does in fact happen, we will lose more refineries, we will lose oil production, and that'll cause gas prices to turn around and skyrocket, just like they did in 2022. Keep in mind, the reason the national average for gasoline right now is 307 instead of 270 is because we've lost refineries. You see right here where gas was 272 in 2018? In 2018, oil was pretty much what it is right now. Yeah, until Trump crashed the market at the very end of the year. But for most of the year, 2018 looked exactly like 2023. But look at the average price of gas. That's because we had more refineries, more supply. So the loss of refineries is still impacting our gas prices even today. A lot of people are saying, hey, I'm happy with gas prices. It would be 30, 40 cents a gallon cheaper right now had we not lost those refineries, those 12 refineries between 2016 and 2020. The current crack spread for gasoline right now is about 15 cents. What that means is when you go to the gas station right now and buy a gallon of gas, the refiner, the company that made that gasoline, is making 15 cents a gallon. And that is with a national average at 307. If you average fuel taxes across the entire country, the low states, the high states, the average state and federal taxes together across the entire country is 57 cents a gallon. So if the national average for gas is $2, that means that gas is retailing for $1.43 a gallon. And that $1.43 is supposed to absorb the cost of drilling, the cost of transporting to the refinery, the cost of refining, the cost of transporting to the gas station, and then the profit margin that the gas station makes. All of that has to come out of that $1.43. In order to achieve that today, you would need oil to average about $30 a barrel. At that price of oil and that price of gas, every single business in that supply chain is losing money, except for the retailer who's going to make a few cents a gallon. In that scenario, the refiners are the first to go because they make the least amount of money. Refiners don't have the assets that oil producers have. They just don't have the assets. And they don't have the balance sheets. So right now, with oil at $70, $71, and gas being $307, if we lose a few more refineries, that $71 oil then produces $350 gas instead of $307 gas, and that cycle just continues and continues and continues. When you combine that with production losses from $30 oil, you will eventually get that spike back up to that $120 oil. Except the next time oil goes to 120, it won't be $5 a gallon on a national average because we will have lost more refineries. The next time oil goes to 120, it could easily be somewhere between $5.50 and $6 a gallon on a national average, depending on how many refineries we lose. The idea that people think and expect that they should pay the same price for something that they paid for it 30 years ago is completely asinine. And this is why you don't use politics to make policy about energy. Is it just me or the people who say there's no such thing as a free lunch literally want, like, free gas? Trying to manipulate a free market is antithetical to everything the Republican Party believes in. It is not some guess or some estimation that if Donald Trump somehow does get gas back down to $2 a gallon on a national average, it is not some guess that gas will then hit $6 a gallon. That's not a guess. That is a certainty. We already have enough investment dollars leaving the industry. If he does that, forget about it. And if you live somewhere where you're paying $3.50 to $4 a gallon for gas, keep in mind that the refinery that makes that gas is making 15 cents. And you are paying the state you live in 2, 3, 4 times as much for that gallon of gas as you are the company that made it. Thanks.
All right, so this is somebody you should follow if you want to learn about energy.
So in response to my video where I addressed Donald Trump saying
Come on, phone.
he would have gas at $2 on a national average.
Now, this was 9 months ago, okay? Mr. Global, okay? You can go look him up, look who he is. He's insanely respected. His name is Matthew, I forget. He's a president of an oil and gas company. He does a lot of analysis. He's on Instagram, TikTok, maybe not Instagram, but TikTok and YouTube. Go watch a bunch of his articles, his stories. Okay? Yeah, and why are you going to vote for Trump? Okay? He handled the pandemic like a child, you know? I mean, he held up all kinds of help. He's babbling nonsense from his podium. Or maybe we can stick a light in the body and you can kill it like that. As he looks over at his medical team, and they're all like, "What the fuck? Who's this asshole? Come on!" Oh yeah, and Trump. It just came out. Trump gave Putin, when we were struggling in this country to analyze blood work during COVID, he gave Putin a bunch of testing machines so Putin could test himself. Give me a break. You think those machines would have been better used in this country? Mr. Global. Lots of good little talks about energy. Honest, straightforward info. Yeah, we lost refineries. So where do you get a refinery? Can I get a refinery out of my tub of potato salad? No. It takes 10 years to build and license and plan a refinery. They do not happen overnight. This country's refineries are pumping out fuel and other products at maximum capacity. They have been for years. Maximum capacity. So Trump wants to drill. Okay, drill. What are you going to do? Well, all you could do with that oil would be to sell it, because you can't make more oil out of a faucet that's already running full blast. He gave him like 3 or 4 of these really expensive lab testing machines. You can go look up the article. It just came out, you know. Well, he had to test his trusted advisors too. Who knows? You know, I mean, you know. And now we find out Elon Musk has been talking with Putin also for some weird reason. Why? Why is he talking to Putin? I think the Logan Act needs to be looked at. Bob Woodward just did an interview. I saw some bits of it. It's pretty scathing. All right, we're cleaning the chili bowl right away because you know what chili and cheese does to something if you leave it sit. Lots of cursing later. Well, immigrants, I don't know if they get Social Security, Nate. I mean, you got to be a certain age to get Social Security. And you know why you give people free Medifil? or like a driver's license in some states. You know why? Because they're adding to the country. If you don't give them some medical, then they're going to take away by getting sicker. So it's not, it's like we should all have free medical. Yes, we should all have free medical. I don't know if they get free medical. And yeah, Jimmy, I just finished eating some chili and potato salad. Uh-oh, I dropped a piece. So you believe everything you're told, Nate, right? That's a different thing, Nate. You can't compare countries, okay? It doesn't, you know, we're a little more compassionate here than people in Russia, you know, leaders in Russia. Maybe not the people, but the leaders. Yeah, go to Venezuela. Trump wants to go to Venezuela to have meetings and lunch. Didn't you hear that nonsense? The guy's out of his mind. What is that? Where did that go? Where is that? Did I just pick that up? I'm losing my mind over here. I don't know many people that are struggling, Nate. You know, people use this term constantly, you know. I mean, I'm struggling because my life is a wreck. But most people I know are doing fine. You know, I mean, I'm okay. I just finished some food. Let me go throw this stuff out. Put the potato salad away. I need to try and go do some work. What's this? What's this spoon? I guess that was the sugar spoon. And someday when I'm a big boy, I'll actually have a trash can back in this room for some reason. I don't know why I don't. It's still pretty nice out, but chilly. Sorry, I touched this stupid thing. So, you know, Trump is talking about Venezuela having lower crime rates. Yeah, well, they looked at the murder rate, Alicia, and what is that? And the murder rate in Venezuela is like 3 times higher than, I think that was some cheese from the chili. 3 times higher. And the trouble with this country, we've got 18,000 policing agencies. Think about that. 18,000 police agencies. It's insane. Okay? And they all do not report to the FBI. So we don't even have decent numbers in this country. It's probably worse. Well, they were looking at nationally. They were comparing countries. Venezuela per capita was around, the story was just on NPR yesterday. You could easily go find it. It was like 19% or something per 100,000, and US was like 6% per 100,000. Crazy differences. I mean, yeah, they're different sized countries, but in general, per capita, murder rate, Excuse me, turn your speaker down. I need to get out of here. I should take a vitamin. Alaska? Probably. Not a lot of people. They got some pretty crazy crime up there. I've watched a bunch. Going nuts in the Arctic. That cold gets to you. Yep. I was trying to look up something here. Why is that app waiting? I don't know what that is. What is that? What am I doing? My brain is frozen for a second. Yeah, for 200 square miles. Yeah. I mean, it's the same in the very northern Canadian provinces. They don't have a lot of Mounties out there. Yes. I was trying to look up something. Let's see here. Playlists, maybe? No playlists? Playlists. Let's see here.
Many people dismiss Trump supporters as ignorant. Bunk. If we want to reduce the lure of authoritarianism, we need to address its root causes. The truth is, many of the key political and economic institutions of our society have abandoned American workers. The free market has been rigged, and power has shifted upward to corporate executives and investors who engage in organized bribery, bankrolling lawmakers who change laws and regulations to their benefit. This allows the powerful to monopolize, bash unions, pay lower taxes, make big financial bets on Wall Street, and get bailed out when they go sour, outsource jobs abroad, and pretend they're job creators who deserve all this power. By 2016, the richest 0.1% owned nearly as much wealth as the bottom 90% put together. For many people, the American dream has become a nightmare. Most Americans without college degrees are working longer hours than they worked decades ago and taking fewer sick days or vacations. Meanwhile, life expectancy has been falling since 2010 for Americans without college degrees. That's because income and wealth have direct impacts on health and longevity. They determine access to life-supporting services like high-quality preventive health care, nutritious foods, and housing. And income and wealth have a lot to do with whether someone is endangered by handguns, opioids, and economic stress. As a result of all of this, Americans have become angrier and more frustrated, more vulnerable to demagogues peddling the politics of hate. Gross inequality is the enemy of democracy. But this doesn't have to be our fate. We have the power to make a system that works for the many, not the few.
Go watch a lot of Robert's little lessons, his little whiteboard discussions. Yeah, Reagan's trickle down has completely failed. Let's see here, what else? Yeah, what is Trump constantly talking about? Dumping unions. Oh yeah, he's for the worker bee. All those little minions that want to vote for him, we're going to dump unions. Oh yeah, and if you don't kiss my ass when I get elected, you're going to be out as a federal worker. Out. I'll put Jimmy Joe Jack in there, and I don't care if he knows anything about, economics or public health, but he supports me, so he gets the job. Think about these things, man. Damn, nose itches so much. There's no fools around to kiss, though. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Trump was going to have infrastructure. He never got the plan going. How about that one? Who did? Some people this year. Oh, I'm doing. Just look at all the people that worked with Trump, worked under him in the government, major leaders in the military and other areas, all saying, stay away from this dude. Stay away. Oh yeah, didn't Trump say he was going to bring back coal? How'd that work out? Are any of the big Western countries endorsing coal? No. Yeah, he's going to bring back coal jobs. Don't you remember him saying that? Oh, he was going to bring back health care. He was going to do, how about Trump's health care plan? He just got asked that point blank by a number of reporters. Well, we're still working on it. We'll have a plan. Do you have a plan? No, we don't have a plan. Lothman, hello. Oh yeah, Trump's constantly spewing, right? It says, make America great again, you know. I'm going to bring back jobs. Trump has never produced one thing that his organization has sold in America. So think about that. He sold ties. They weren't made in America. He sold bed sheets. They weren't made in America. Maybe the only thing he sold under his name were steaks. And they could have come from Australia. I don't know. But no other product that he sold under the Trump name was ever made in this country. He's a bum. He's only about himself. Oh yeah, he said there was a concept of a plan. Yes, yeah. Well, I have concepts too of, you know, being out of my problem. At least I'm kind of working on it. I can show some evidence. Oh yeah, Chinese Bibles. How about that? You know, what is this nonsense? You know, this crazy religious right. I mean, you want to see freaks, Nate? Go watch the scary people on the religious right. These fanatics screaming from their pulpit some really disgusting stuff. And a lot of them are connected to Project 2025. Let's see here.
I wanted to have a chance to talk to you because I have received so many emails and phone calls and letters from so many of you expressing understandable.
Message held for review. Is that all you got? Z? Is that all you got? Come on. You can do better. You got, do you have some better? Playlists. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, is this, who's this one?
Hear ye, hear ye. We've seen a lot of courtroom drama this year, whether on TV or in the news. But there's more going on behind the scenes with your state's Attorney General. Attorney General is an elected position in most states, which means you might have a chance to pick yours this November. While the state legislature makes the laws, the Attorney General decides how to enforce them. So on issues like abortion access or gun reform, your state Attorney General has tremendous power. There's more. State AGs can sue the federal government. If your AG thinks a national law or executive action is unconstitutional, they can challenge it in court. While a lot of the attention goes to the top of the ticket, the down-ballot races, like Attorney General, often have the most impact on your life. So make sure you vote all the way down the ballot.
All right, I've got to get out of here. Get over and do some things at the building. I got most of that crazy cleaning done last night. I still got a lot of sweeping to do. Dirty sweeping. All right. Be nice. Be kind. Check your smoke alarms. Ciao. I'll probably bring you back on the rooftop.